very, very smartly. And in G5's case, he's a very smart player. I would say it's probably tactically on purpose, managing to pick off that Reaver. Now, he's still not completely out of it yet. Cloud, as a credit to him, Cloud actually got his expansion going while all that was going on. So very, very nicely done. So now they're kind of on even footing as far as macro goes. They both have probably about the same economy, basically, because Cloud got his expansion up later, but he killed off several of G5's probes as well. So and G5 just setting up sort of a contain here. He's actually got a nice firing line here. Again, Cloud forces a little bit out of position, but this time he has 2 Reavers in play. G5, I don't know if G5 is going to be able to deal with both of these Reavers at once. Scarab's going off in the back. He's targeting the shuttle. Now he's targeting the Reaver. One of the Reavers goes down. The other Reaver's behind. He's able to pull back, but his Dragoons, just too many Dragoons, and he was forced to micro his Reavers back too much, and could not get enough Scarabs to make up for the superior amount of Dragoons. Now G5's supply line is running thin, though, of troops, and he's almost out of troops. Yeah, just the last Dragoon is finally going to go down. He's going to have to run it away. The Reaver a little bit too healthy to try and pick that off. So again, a little bit of a standstill. We were seeing some actual action here in this game. G5 is now getting his economy going up and running once again. Well, I guess he's not putting probes out of that next. He's making some probes at this one, though. Let's see if he's... yeah, he is pushing probes out of both nexuses. Cloud seems to have about the same saturation of probes at both of his bases. He's just now getting his second gas up, though. So G5 has had this gas running for a while. He's got a definite gas advantage here. But G5 is not really using that gas as much since for any tactical units. He hasn't managed to get any Templar tech up or anything like that. He hasn't gotten any Reavers out. So Cloud, rather, still has these Reavers coming. Shuttle's still at good health. Reaver's still at good health. A second Reaver is now crawling down as well. That Dragoon just is like, move out of the way, damn it! Shuffling along behind the Reaver there. G5 appears to be trying to put some pressure on here. I think G5 knows that he kind of needs to do some damage pretty quickly, otherwise he's going to lose the game in the long run, just because he's at a major tech disadvantage here. He's just trying to macro up as many Dragoons as possible and try and do damage that way just with superior micro. He still has a little bit of an advantage in the Dragoon count, but those... Oh, Observer coming in, providing vision, and G5's Observer pops. Now G5, because he had that Observer there, he knows exactly what forces, and exact same thing happening the other way around, actually. He knows, and another Observer coming in to replace it, he knows exactly how many Dragoons Cloud has, so he has a couple extras. What it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so about a dozen each. A couple more. G5 a little bit out of position. Some of his Dragoons having to come in from behind, but now they're going to target that shuttle. He gets the shuttle. The Reavers are stranded, but they're still able to fire. That one does not get a second Scarab off. Just a couple hits left, so the Reavers go down. But in the meantime, while G5 was concentrating all of his fire, all of his Dragoon fire on those Reavers, his own Dragoons were dying to the concentrated fire of Cloud's Dragoons, and so now G5 is being pushed back to his expansion. He's got his reinforcements set up in a nice arc, though, and Cloud coming in with a little bit worse position. He's got a couple Zealots in the mix, but they're having trouble getting around his own units. Now his Zealots are going to force G5 to fall back a little bit, having to micro his Dragoons, not able to concentrate his fire on the enemy Dragoons as much. More Zealots coming in to reinforce as well. As soon as he kills off the first Zealots, more come in, so they're about even in Dragoons now, but the Zealots coming in are going to make things highly in Cloud's favor. G5 coming in with reinforcements of his own. He may have to fall back. He may have to pull probes again to try and fight here. He's having to battle these Zealots. He doesn't have any Zealots of his own. Cloud does not have any Reavers in the mix, but he's just got too many forces here. But G5 having more reinforcements coming down that ramp, fighting with the probes as well, doing a beautiful job of glitching the AI of those Dragoons. Is barely, through the use of his probes, able to force a draw in that match. Barely, and I say a draw, he's kind of technically won that little battle, but it's kind of a draw because he was forced to pull probes for a minute there and forced to fight in his own front door there. Cloud with only Zealots in the mix here. I wonder if he's researching some speed for them. Yeah, speed is almost upgraded, and that could be huge. That could be really huge. Those Zealots are going to be so much more effective, able to run in close to these Zealots, especially without any Reavers to behind. Speed Zealots are not as good against an army. Uh-oh, well, I may have spoken too soon. He's got a Reaver in production. I don't see if he has a shuttle anywhere. It doesn't look like there's a shuttle, but I think he figures he needs that Reaver out first. He can crawl the Reaver slowly down, and that'll provide a lot of support. And here come the Speed Zealots. This could be the end of G5. He's going to probably have to fall back to his ramp here. He may have to pull probes. If he can get a line of probes in the way of those Zealots and fire from behind, he'll be in good shape. And he knows exactly that, and he pulls his probes immediately. The Zealots are going to run away. His own observer is now checking to see what's going on back at Cloud's base. He's not seeing any additional Reavers right now. Shuttle is out, so he's going to try and get another Reaver in the mix for the next big battle. That's probably what we're going to see him do now that G5 has fallen back to a defensive position. We're probably going to see Cloud move in for the kill when he has that Reaver in that shuttle, and he's probably going to move out at that point because these speed zealots are going to do so much damage. They're going to force these Dragoons back, and he doesn't have a ton of Dragoons to really support. He's probably making more of them. No, Templar in the mix now. I completely missed. He had some Templar archives going down in the background. DT is probably not going to be able to do too much damage. G5 has been really good so far about keeping his observers around. It looks like because he's been producing so many Reavers, Cloud has not been producing any additional observers. So he hasn't been able to pick off G5's observers. So he's got one here spotting this. Oh, and they're actually Archons. He's morphing them into Archons. I thought he was going to go for Storm. He's not going to bother going for Storm this time. So Reaver, Archons, and he had extra gas. Has extra gas, so that's probably why he decided to go for that. G5 also with a little extra gas in the mix here. Let's see what happened there. The Reaver's almost completed. Does he have another Reaver out already? Yes, he does have one Reaver, so he's going to be able to defend. He's not going to be able to attack, though, until he gets a shuttle. So basically, Cloud needs to attack right now while he has the advantage. He's got the shuttle. He's got the Archons. He's got, they've got about the same army, actually, but the Speed Zealots are going to be in the mix. So that's going to change things a little bit. But now G5 is going to have his own Reaver in play, and that's going to almost neutralize these Speed Zealots unless he can move in and pick off that Reaver. It's completely defenseless without a shuttle right now. Here he goes in. Cloud has his opportunity before the second Reaver comes out. He's trying to move in. He needs to drop his Reaver out. He needs to drop his Reaver out. The Reaver out. He wanted to make sure it didn't get picked off like it has every other battles. Archon's going in, but no, he picks off, runs in with 5 Dragoons, picks off the Reaver immediately. Cloud not paying attention to it, loses it. Did not pop it up into a shuttle, and now G5 with superior forces and the Dragoons, I'm sorry, the Reavers as well, extra Reavers as well, having picked off Cloud's Reavers, Cloud's having to fall back. We could see a 2-0 victory here for G5. We've got the Templar in the mix, but there's no way he has Storm upgraded yet. No, he's not even upgrading Storm right now. So G5 putting the pressure on. His Reavers are only slow. They do not have a shuttle in play, but actually they just got picked up in a shuttle, so he's going to be able to bring those in to help out. Templar running in, but again, there's nothing they can do. They're just kind of running around grouped with the other units. So G5 pushing in here. We may see Cloud having to pull his own probes. It looks like he's cut probe production earlier. He doesn't have a lot of probes in there to pull in the first place, but the Reavers are in play now as well. The Zealots coming in. That was going to be the equalizer for this battle, but the Zealots are going to be completely neutralized by these Reavers. Cloud moving in, trying to pick off the Reavers. G5 microing beautifully, picking up that Reaver, getting it out of the way, and oh, this is going to be the end. G5 moving into the natural expansion here. This Reaver, oh, the Reaver coming in to reinforce, but just too many forces. The Storm not there. The Templar basically being completely ineffective, and G5 takes another win. 2-0 for G5. G5 is now going to be advancing over Cloud to move on to the second round of qualifiers in his group. To face the unknown peril of Flaf, and then the winner of that, obviously, again, will be moving on to face Rhett in the finals of the qualifier group, and then whoever wins that will go into the round of 16. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this set. Thanks very much for watching, and congrats to G5, one of my favorite players, so I'm glad that he's advancing, and a very, very cool guy. So props to him, and best of luck to him against Flaf. So, hope you guys enjoyed this set, and thanks for watching.